John Granado and Lance Zerline here on Sports Map Texans. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet. We work on ESPN 97.5. You can hear us every morning, Monday through Friday, so listen there as well. But hit subscribe so you get all of our Texans content here. The Ravens favored by 9, Lance.
So?
A little disrespectful?
Yeah, very disrespectful. Should be Texans 1.
Texans. Well, I'm not sure it should be Texans. Texans should be favored in this one. But I thought it was going to be 3.5, not 9.5.
You thought 3.5? That would make it an even. That would make them even on neutral field.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow. I thought it'd be about 6.5 to 7. I feel like 8 is a reasonable. And then when you go back and look at what Baltimore's done, I mean, Baltimore's messed up some pretty good teams. I mean, they've beaten good teams badly. So you have to put the respect on that. So, but 9.5, it opened 9.5. It's 9 now as the taping of this. I just feel like the Texans, I know Baltimore's a different team, but I think Texans have a lot of confidence. They don't play as much yo-yo football anymore emotionally like when you were under Bill O'Brien. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too positive as a Houston sports fan. That rarely happens, but I just have a belief in C.J. Stroud and DeMeco Ryans, and frankly, I think the Texans can make this a close game. I don't think they're going to win, but I do think, from a point spread standpoint, I think the Texans will be inside of 10 points, and I think it'll be a good game. Is it a disappointment if they're not? Is there any disappointment in this game, or is there anything that you could consider if they don't win this game a success? Yeah, the whole thing was a success. This game, I don't care how it turns out. This game is irrelevant. The Texans have brought juice back into their building. They've got excitement building in the city of Houston. It looks like they found their quarterback. Nico Collins took the next step. Will Anderson is a great fit from a playing standpoint, from a personality standpoint, and DeMeco Ryans is the guy. Like, there's nothing, and I don't feel bad about Texans ownership anymore. There's nothing that's not positive about this year. I don't even care what happens in the game. That's truly, gravy. That's truly lanyap, as they say in Louisiana. No. I agree 100%. This season is a huge success, and we're really looking forward. My juice is Coors Light. Yeah. I don't know what your juice is. Make your juice Coors Light, because that's the juice in the building that you really like. And when your buddies are coming over, make sure that you got Coors Lights waiting for them with the Blue Mountains, and they're cold and they're clean and refreshing, and y'all can sit down and watch a game or talk about a game or do nothing at all. Don't even talk to each other. Just have your cold, clean, crisp, refreshing Coors Light. It makes it better with you and your boys. You and I went over this on the radio show, the position by position. I think the Texans are probably better at wide receiver, right? I think. You got. I mean, we're going to call it pass catcher because you got Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews is back. Zay Flowers. Got Dalton Schultz. So I think the Texans are better there. Yes, I do. Whose 3 do you like better? Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, and who's your third? Match Woods. You sure you like the Texans better? Yeah, they got Zay Flowers, Odell, who's done Andrews and Likely. He's been mediocre, and they've got Zay Flowers, who's their 1. I'll take Nico and Schultz and Mechie. Yes, I'll take those 3. Mechie? Their linebackers are really good, all pro. Yeah. But you know what? The Texans aren't that far behind. Their safeties are really good. With Williams, they've got a clear advantage here. The Texans' corners are right there, I think. The defensive line is probably on the edges. I think the Texans are better inside. The Ravens are better. 9 points is I don't think that the talent levels are that different. Well, so the real key here is going to be, how does Lamar Jackson play in a playoff game? Teams have found ways to push him out to the boundaries behind, outside the numbers as a passer. They forced him to run outside as opposed to up the middle when he's been a runner. Todd Monken's offense has been a huge godsend for Lamar Jackson and his play. He really is clicked in with it. Even without his safety blanket, Mark Andrews, he played some of his best football, and that was with Isaiah Likely. Now, granted, it's a tight end position, but now they got both of them. So really, I think it's about Monken's ability to allow Lamar Jackson and the offense to do what they like to do versus DeMeco Ryans and his staff, how do they take that away? I think the game could come down to, because if Lamar Jackson doesn't play well, the Texans have a legitimate chance of winning a game.
Yep, absolutely. And your quarterback, listen, he's MVP this year, but the quarterback position isn't that different either. I mean, yeah, they've been blowing people out. They blew out Brock Purdy. They blew out Tua Tagovailoa. You know what they ain't? They ain't God's quarterback. They're not. Okay? That's what they're not.
That's
and
right.
CJ is.